Hey everyone, it's Christian. In previous screencasts, we looked at the suite of tools that make up a pairLab experiment, the first of which is a survey. We looked at how to create a survey and add ideas to it. So now let's tie all these elements together and see the survey itself. Let me just open the active ideas accordion here, show you, you may remember from the last screencast we had a bunch of ice cream flavors in here. I added a few more. I can close this. And here's our question. Which of these ice cream flavors do you like more? You may have seen in a previous screencast, I had a typo in here. So, there you go. Let's go QA. You should QA these things before you do your screencast. All right. I'm going to click on the survey link, and we get a modal with a link to the survey. This is the link that you send to your survey participants, and I can click it. And here we go. We get the first page of our survey. Our friend here on the left is the lab manager. He guides participants through the survey, and he's here saying the hello message, which is this first paragraph here. And the lab manager will walk you through the tour if you like, and he also appears later on, and we'll see that in a few moments. So why don't we take the tour? We can also just begin the survey. We can skip the whole tour and go right there, but we're going to do the tour. Now, each page of the tour is self-explanatory. It goes through the survey step by step. First, the lab manager tells us about the question, and here's the question. You'll see that through the tour, it's going to draw from the actual question and ideas from the survey. This way, the survey participant gets to see what it is they have in front of them. All right, after the question, we get a sample pair of ideas. I'll click Next, and it says if you've clicked on one of those ideas, you will get a series of value judgment buttons here to click. Then after that, you get the next pair. Now we'll go through the other parts of the survey, the I can't decide button, which you can skip if you can't decide, which is the better of the two. And then the I have an idea button, which generates suggestions. And then finally, I'm done voting. Now, he says you can stop anytime. Now, a complete set of votes from every participant is not needed to get meaningful results. pairLab takes into account that not everyone will finish. In fact, the longer the list of ideas, the less likely some people will get to the end. Now, there's a minimum threshold for participation, and we'll see that in another screencast when we look at the results. But pairLab aims for quality votes over quantity votes. And it just knows what to do, even if not everybody has finished the survey. Okay, let's continue on. Then we get to this summary page. If in that first page of the survey you had skipped the tour, this is the page you would have gone to, and it does summarize what you need to do in order to take the survey. And it also gives you an estimated time of completion here so that the survey participant knows how much time they are going to invest in the survey. All right, let's begin. And on the first page, we get of the survey itself, we get the segment questions, and I'll just choose these. I'll just pick one. Whoops. And here we go. Now I'll hit the continue button. And we get to our first page of voting pairs. And on this first page, we get those hovers, the little black hovers. You see they go away after a second. And again, on this first page, if you hover over any of the parts, it gives you a tool. That tooltip appears again. Okay, so I will choose one. Do I like cookies and cream or banana ice cream better? Honestly, I don't like either one. So I'm going to say, I'm going to skip the first one. Now, you know what? I like cookies and cream a little bit. I would prefer that over banana, but I tell you, not that much, only a little bit. Second question, second voting pair, cherry or cookies and cream? Well, definitely cherry. I mean, come on. It's got to be real cherry though. I don't like the fake cherries. But somewhat. And vanilla over cherry. Oh, it's always going to be vanilla. So I'm going to pick vanilla, hit vary, and see what happens. We get the lab manager. He comes back and he cheers you on a little bit. He says, "Yep, you're getting the hang of this." And he'll check on you in a little bit. Now, if there are very few ideas, I think 3 or 4, I forget the exact number, where the survey takes like about a minute to get through all the idea pairs, he will not cheer you on because it's just really short, and that I felt that would interrupt the survey, a very short survey, in an unnecessary way. But if there's more than just a few, he shows up to cheer you on. And I'll just go through a few of these. Oh, come on. Vanilla over butter pecan, and let's just make a suggestion so you can see what the suggestion is, and then the little box comes up for a suggestion. Rocky Road. I liked that as a kid, but I don't really eat it now. I don't need too much ice cream as it is. Okay, and then a little thank you box appears at the top, and we can keep going. Ooh, I do like butter pecan over cherry, and maybe I'll skip. I can't decide. And let me fast forward to the end. Okay. And when we're halfway there, the lab manager comes back, cheers us on again, and reminds us, if you haven't made a suggestion, please make one. I'll keep going. When we get most of the way through, we're nearly at the end. The lab manager comes back and says, hey, you're finished, you're done. Now, would you like some extra credit? And he will throw more ideas your way. Now, you can do the extra credit. You can see behind here the color of the progress bar change to reflect the extra credit, or you can say you're done voting. So let's do, I want extra credit. We'll just do one more. This is a tough one. Actually, I can't decide, so I'll skip that one. I'll do one more. Chocolate over chocolate mint chip. Yeah, somewhat. But now, let's say I'm done voting. I can click. Now, had I finished and gone all the way, I still would have gotten to this page here, and this is the comment page. On this page, it's a chance for your survey participant to make comment of any kind here. And I found this data to be really, really helpful because people will say lots of different kinds of things. They really will give you some good information that you may not have been able to capture just through voting pairs. And so I can just, write a comment here. I'll just put my comment, which we'll see what that looks like later on in another screencast. So I can continue, and then I finally get the last page. In my survey, I set up a few things that we find on this final page. First one is the goodbye message, and I left the default, thank you for participating in the survey. I also set it so that the survey participants could see the results so far. And this is just a simple ranking of the results. And since this is a demo, I've been taking this survey. This more or less reflects my preference for ice cream flavors. Now you know. And then finally, I specified when I set up the survey a offsite destination for the goodbye button. And so when I clicked that, it was a Wikipedia page. Here we went to the Wikipedia page on ice cream. And that's a pairLab survey.